Good evening. I'm honored and grateful to be standing here in front of you, to be literally standing here in front of you. As at one moment in my life, I was completely paralyzed from the neck down. And at another point in my life, I saw my own heart monitor go flat when I died from a severe allergy attack, and I barely survived a near-death experience. Ever since, I have decided to enjoy every single second of my life. And I have sort of a mission to empower others to do the same. Tonight, I'm not going to talk to you about insights. I'm going to talk to you about getting inside your insights. So how do you do that? Where do we start? Well, let me tell you a story. When I was 8 years old, I stood on a field hockey pitch, and I was this crazy girl running around, picking up all the spare balls that went outside the pitch and putting them back so the players could continue with their game. And on that field was my trainer, my coach, my mentor. I adored him because he was passionate, he was, about endurance, and he attained every single goal he wanted to achieve. He got it. So right there and then, when I was 8 years old, holding that spare ball in my hand, I thought, you know what? Later when I grow up, I want to do the same. I want to be just like him. I want to play for a national team, and I want to play against Argentina. So I started training really hard. I started doing my best and everything I could. And just when I was about to reach my goal, an accident happened. I ran into full speed into somebody else. I literally flew in the air. I landed on my neck, and everything went pitch black. I woke up in the hospital, and there was this neurologist. And he told me, "Lady, you have a 99% chance of never, ever walking again." And I just looked at the guy and said, "I'm sorry, that's not possible. I still have to play against Argentina because that's what I promised myself. Lady, you have a concussion, go to sleep." The next morning he came back, and I asked him, "This 99%, are you sure? Are you absolutely certain?" And he said, "Yes." "Did it finally sink in, ma'am?" I said, "Yes, it did. And you know what? I'll take the 1% that's left, because otherwise you would have told me 100. And somebody has to be the crazy one. That's me. Lady, you have a concussion, go to sleep." And this went on for months on end. To make a long story short, after 6 years, I stood on a field hockey pitch, playing against Argentina in the World Series hockey. Thank you. Now, what does that have to do with getting inside your insides? You're wondering, aren't you? Well, I have 5 things for you that you can start today, because I bet you a lot of you have dreams, or this little secret wish, or something that they want to change. And why didn't you change it? Tonight, I'm going to give you 5 things that you can do. And actually, we're going to start today. The first thing that I did was visualization. I imagined everything I would do if I would be able to walk and play hockey again. I even noticed and ingrained in my brain how I would lace my shoes, how the artificial grass would smell. It doesn't smell like anything. But I imagined it. I ingrained every single movement into my body, into my system, and in every fiber I have. So my body already learned all these movements and everything that I wanted to do before I could even walk. And then one day, this little thumb started to move, and I thought, hey, if you can move, the rest can do too. So all the little steps I just embraced. The second thing, after visualization, what you have to do is be absolutely crazily positive. And positivity is not something that we're sort of born with. We're born with a brain that tells us to look at all the negative things in life. We're wired to look at all the negative things in life because our brain simply wants us to survive. So being positive takes a lot of courage. You have to be and have to have courage to take the leap out of your comfort zone. You have to get out of your comfort zone. And you have to look at everything that goes well instead of all the things that go badly. The other thing that is really cool and it's really helpful is that you surround yourself with positive people. Because if you surround yourself with all these people that are nagging and bragging and, energy draining, you will be drained too. Your net worth equals your net work. So all the people surrounding you help you actually achieve your goals. The third thing, which you have to do, is embrace failure. I can't tell you how many times I fell once I could sort of walk. Getting up, back up, embrace failure, and see it as an opportunity to grow. Do the same with feedback. Feedback is an opportunity to grow. Feedback is fun. Feedback is actually a gift. Ask for it. Sounds crazy, eh? But it's really working. So embrace failure, embrace feedback, and see it as an opportunity to grow. And then there is this fourth thing. You have to be a little bit crazy. Like I was. I have been told crazy enough, and so many times in my life. You have to be crazy to think you can beat the odds 1 against 99. But hey, I did. I have been told crazy to marrying one guy and not the other, or being married at all. I have been called crazy for traveling the world like 9,000 kilometers and start another career and leave my home country behind. I have been called crazy to leave the corporate world and start my own company. I have been called crazy, I think, zillions of times in my life. But you know what? I'm going to succeed because I'm crazy enough to think I can. The last and final thing that you actually need is massive action. You cannot get anywhere unless you take massive action, because dreams don't work unless you do. Massive action you really, really need every single second of the day. So we start to visualize, we be positive, we have to act a little crazy, we have to be courageous and embrace failure, and massive action. And if you start doing that, then everybody and every single person in this room can achieve anything they want. But ask yourself this question. Why didn't you achieve it yet? Why is it still a dream or a wish or something you want to change? And what do you need to start? Why not start today? Why not start right now? Who's in? Okay, cool. Let's start with the first thing, visualization. It sounds really difficult, but it isn't. Let's start, all of you. Can I please invite you all to close your eyes? And think of the best meal you've ever had. The most delicious dish. Something you really, really, really like. Can you already smell it? Do you already taste the texture in your mouth? Is your mouth already start to water? Now slowly open your eyes and look around you. What do you feel? What do you see? Empowered? Stronger? Happier? This is the power of visualization. It's that easy. So start with your dream. Start to do it right now. Or when you come home. Because it's that easy. It takes endurance, it takes courage. But let me tell you one thing. This is not a dress rehearsal. We only have one life to live. So enjoy every single second of it. Little girls with big dreams become women with vision. And as you've noticed, I'm a complete and utter sucker for mindset. And I believe in the power of our mindset. And I'm on a mission to empower, motivate, and inspire as many people as I can on this planet that they can do, achieve, and overcome anything as long as they set their mind to it. Thank you very much.